In the heart of Nashua's historic mill yard, a community of craftsmen known as the Picker Artists.
We were in the Picker building, and it's the building that they used to bring the cotton into to, pick all the little pieces out of it. And so then they would also, on the second floor, I think it was, or third floor, they dye it, and they spin it. So it was called the Picker building.
That building was sold, but most of the artists stuck together and found this nearby mill, turning it into a collaborative community of artists. Mark and Kathy Frank own Renaissance Glassworks, turning stained glass into a kaleidoscope of patterns, creating lamps and clocks, mirrors, signs, windows, really just about anything you can think of.
He does all the glass cutting, and I do all the design work and all the assembling, soldering things.
The Franks fell into the stained glass business by accident. They moved here from New Jersey in 1981. Kathy, who never went to art school, began designing small pieces. Mark had other plans.
We just thought we can move up here. She could do her stained glass and sell through galleries or wherever, and I was going to be a lobsterman. That never happened either.
Mark and Kathy do a lot of custom work, working with customers on design, color, and style.
For the last 15 or 20 years, we just do Kathleen's designs. We don't do anybody else's.
A lot of times they do have a specific idea, like a scene of their favorite place or whatever, and we can represent that in glass.
One of Kathy's signature designs are these tiny silver balls she uses to adorn many pieces, like the popular wagon wheel mirror. Renaissance offers classes twice a week, teaching the basics. The first lesson, glass cutting. Then one piece is cut into two.
There you go.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Will this make it?
Yes, that'll make the cut.
Mark also restores and repairs stained glass. He helped repair these windows at a church in Nashua. And how about this? Your best friend in stained glass.
We give Kathleen a really good picture face on of a dog's face or a cat's face. We've done pigs, we've done horses.
I feel like I've just always been an artist from the day I was born.
At Calibri Designs, artist Gail Moriarty never makes the same piece of jewelry twice.
I like to start from the stone and let the stone decide where I go. I will just pick up a piece of metal, and before I know it, I create something that I had no idea I had in me, and that's like my favorite day.
Gail enjoys working with customers who are looking for a piece of jewelry to call their own.
I'm very used to people having no idea what they want when they come in, but everyone does have a style, and it doesn't take too long at all to get that style out of them, what they would like.
She helps customers design pieces from family heirlooms, breathing life into an old piece of jewelry.
Sometimes they want to break them up so that if it's a few pieces from a grandmother and they have 3 sisters, they'll want 4 pieces out of it.
Gail works with sterling silver in a clay form. When she teaches classes here, guests learn to carve it and mold it themselves.
1 person, 2 person, families, friends. It's like a fun way to spend a day. And at the end of it, you end up with a piece of jewelry that you designed and made yourself.
Down the hall is photography by Sid Caesar. No, not that Sid Caesar.
That was a parent thing. It was kind of an elbow in the ribs kind of joke, so it was either Julius or Sid, and luckily Sid won out, because I would not go around being called Julius Caesar.
But Sid's photography is no joke.
I've been mixing in sort of my passions for like comic books and video games and pop culture. So I have some stuff where I've dressed friends up like movie characters like Wolverine. I do commercial photography. I do a lot of headshots for businesses and corporations. And I also do a lot of work with musicians that need images for posters and publicity and CD and album and packaging.
So when does Sid know when he has the shot? Thought I'd find out for myself.
Hold that right there. Hold that right there. You got to work with people. You got to figure out their best side, and you got to make them feel comfortable, most importantly. And then things start to happen.
The end result was this professional headshot. Hey, wait a minute. Who's that? I was photobombed by my videographer, Paul Falco.
You can make somebody look like they were in a magazine. That's worth the weight in gold.
Cindy Goodman and her daughter Crystal turned pieces of cloth into cherished memories. What began as a hobby, so mom and daughter could spend time together, is now the All-American Quilt Company. Cindy has miles of colorful fabrics to suit all tastes. She especially loves preserving the memory of a loved one who has passed on, taking swatches of clothing and stitching them together to create a memory quilt.
So you cut a fat quarter and a fold. How's that?
Okay, like we usually do.
Nature and fiber, colors blended together on cloth and pottery. This is eco printing.
Over time, the dye actually transfers out of the plant and it permanently bonds with the fiber. So it doesn't just sit on the surface like a paint, it actually goes all the way through the surface and becomes part of the fiber.
Tanya Prather's palette consists of dried leaves, berries, even onion skins.
Where the plants come from and the minerals that they gather from the soil make a difference.
You begin by dipping your fiber into water and let the foliage kind of guide you.
Onion skins often make a beautiful golden color or sometimes slightly green.
The fabric is folded over and is tightly rolled over a stick.
The closer it is compressed, the better the print will be.
The tightly wound bundles are placed in warm water, eventually unwrapped, and the results are unique. Each piece displays different characteristics. For Tanya, it's like Christmas every time.
It's like being a little kid and having to wait for that. It's always so much fun to see what's there.
Inspiring and supporting each other's craft, from glass to wood and everything in between. The Picker artists bring their passion for the arts to the old mills of Nashua.